Like, I think King Cold deserves a chance more than Mecha Frieza, in my opinion. Like, King Cold is cold. Well, everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. And today we got another Dragon Ball Sparking based video. And this one's a little bit different because I'm going to be basically redoing my quote unquote tier list video. It was in a tier list format, but it wasn't like a, most people when they think tier list, they just automatically think, oh, these, it's going to be like a meta tier list. He's going to go over like which characters are good, which characters are bad. Like, and that wasn't what I was doing. It was more like a, these characters are going to be the ones that I'm going to want to play versus ones I don't want to play. And after like I rewatched it and I was like, okay, this is kind of ass. I'm going to be honest. And I just kind of wanted to redo it. Some of the tiers I had set up were just like, it made no sense to me after like, I was like, why the fuck did I do that? And I'm going to leave that one up for like, just because, to laugh at one day. Today's that day. But I basically went through, like I said in the previous video, I'll leave a link to the original tier list down below. I'll also leave a link to Lotus's video because he's the one that kind of like started this whole trend of like doing mains and shit like that. So here's the actual tiers. And just to lay some ground rules down, 1000% main is going to have like very little characters. It's going to have like maybe 5 at most, if that. Up and coming, these are like ones that are like, I like them, but not as much as my main. And this is probably going to have, I would say, anywhere from like 7 to 10 if I had to guess. Messing around with, these are just characters that are just like, I'll play them every once in a while. And most of these characters will be like characters that you're forced to play as in the story or whatever, or just characters that I want to see what they can do first, and then I'll probably won't touch them again. And then not a chance. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna go out of my way to like not play this character because I have zero interest. Even if they have something that's like game breaking, I'm not going to, bro. Like, it's just, there's just some characters in Dragon Ball that you just don't like, and they're going there. And then this last one, I'm just putting like certain forms of characters that are like, I think have always been kind of like, why do they even exist? If that form makes you ask that question, it's going in that tier. So obviously the tier list is pretty goated. The person that made this, put it in order of like, it was like that character, all their forms, and then even put the name of the character above it. So it's like just goated tier list. So starting off with Teen Goku, aka Dragon Ball Goku. I'm gonna put him in the messing around with just because like he is cool. They showed off his super in like one of the, I think it was like the last trailer that they did, the roster reveal. They showed off his trailer or his super attack, and I thought it wasn't bad. Like, definitely not a chance tier. Base Goku early, same thing. Mid Goku, same thing. These are just characters that are like, they're nice, but they're not like on my radar. Like, on my radar is up and coming. Okay. Super Saiyan mid, this is like during the Frieza fight, same thing. And Goku, see, this is where like the forms would come into play, but like because he like early and mid go here, because it's like, it's basically just the same like Goku that is like, end Goku is pretty similar to mid Goku. It's just mid can only go to Super Saiyan. I'm going off of like Tenkaichi 3 days, so like maybe this game makes it different and I'll eat my own words. But yeah, mid Goku, I like how I imagine end Goku is just end Goku that can go to Super Saiyan 3. Whereas mid Goku is like the same abilities as end Goku, just he can only go to Super Saiyan. So with that being said, actually I'll just go ahead and put this down here because I think Super Saiyan mid Goku is a unique of enough character to put him in the messing around tier. That's just me. Same thing with like End Goku. Like, End Goku is like, bro, it's like he's so similar to mid. Like, mid Goku makes that jump is what I'm trying to say. Super Saiyan 2 Goku, I think if I were to put these first 4 that I put in the forms category into messing around, Super Saiyan 2 Goku would be like the only one in the forms category. I feel like they gave Goku Super Saiyan 2 just so for like him going to Super Saiyan 3 was more impactful, but also like so he could fight Vegeta on an even playing field. Like, Super Saiyan 2 Goku is like one of the most useless transformations I think in the entire game. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is obviously going into messing around. I almost want to put him in up and coming because Super Saiyan 3 Goku is just like top tier, especially like in the Blue Saga. I don't even know. I think they didn't give him Dragon, because like this is Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the Buu saga, not from the Hirudegarn movie. And like Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Tenkaichi 3 had the Dragon Fist, if I'm not mistaken. So like, don't think this version of Goku has Dragon Fist. I think Dragon Fist is a Super Saiyan 4 Goku exclusive attack this time around. So like, I think he's at the top of messing around. He's on the cusp of being up and coming. Base Vegeta, they're just going into forms like Super Saiyan. And like, here's the thing, Super Saiyan Vegeta's different in this case. Like, Goku made that jump. Like, Super Saiyan mid Goku made that jump in my eyes, by the way. Just remember, this is in my opinion, right? Super Saiyan Goku, in my opinion, made that jump where he's like a unique enough character to be in this tier. Super Saiyan Vegeta, because he went from like Super Saiyan Vegeta to like Super Vegeta so fast, I think Super Vegeta is like, he's on up and coming in my eyes. Dude, they did so good at making the bigger, like bulkier looking transformations look not as like ridiculous. Like Tenkaichi 3, Super Trunks and Super Vegeta look like they were on fucking Tren and steroids and just all those like performance enhancers. Like, in this game, it actually looks nice. So Base Vegeta and obviously going down here, Super Saiyan going down here, and just the forms, like it is what it is. Super Saiyan 2, same thing, and then Majin Vegeta is going up into he's going in messing around just because Majin Vegeta is like a different enough character, bro. Like, he's not just a form. Like, he's like an entirely different character at that point. Base Vegeta, I'll put at the bottom of messing around. I think Base Vegeta, actually, no, I take that back. Base Vegeta is going into forms because Super Vegeta is going into. I think Super Vegeta's on the up and coming. I'm a like Super Vegeta like fan more than Blue Vegeta. I think Blue Vegeta's, he's all right, but I don't know. Super Vegeta seemed like he's a unique character, whereas Blue Vegeta, like, what did he do that was different? He did like a punch. Congrats. Like, I don't know, bro. Super Gogeta is 1000% main. Okay, if y'all have seen my previous videos, previous shorts, y'all will know that Gogeta is my #1 favorite character of all time in Dragon Ball. And I ain't gonna sit here and say that it stings to say that, but like, it does kind of sting because he isn't really like his own character, right? He's a fusion of two characters. But I don't know, bro. Like, anyway, like, if I had to pick a non-fusion character, it would be so hard to pick a non-fusion character to be my favorite character, and Gogeta's just like, he's that dude. So anyway, Kid Gohan. I see a lot of people hating on Kid Gohan. I'm gonna be honest. Kid Gohan is like, I think he's clean, dude. Especially like with the long hair during like the Nappa fight and stuff like that. I think Kid Gohan is clean. Teen Gohan is going down here. Super Saiyan's going down here in the forms. But that's because Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is going right here. Anything below or above Teen Goku right now, Teen Goku is like the ruler. Or he's like the line, right? Where if you're above Teen Goku, you're like on the verge of up and coming. But if you're below him, you're kind of just there because I want to see what you can do, and that's about it. Great Saiyan Man, I would put him in Not a Chance. I think he does look cool, and like I said a million times before, like, this game has done a phenomenal job at making some of the, in my eyes, whacker characters look cool, but still, I don't know, bro. Base adult Gohan is just going into forms. Super Saiyan Gohan, now, while this outfit is dope, like when he finally took off the bandana glasses and the goofy ass helmet, like, this version of Gohan is cool, but I still just view it as a form. And same thing with like Super Saiyan 2. Like, my memory of Super Saiyan 2 adult Gohan is just like in the Broly fight, and you would say like I would say that's probably worthy of at least being in the messing around. But here's where shit picks up, because Ultimate Gohan, he's like right here. He's another one that's like on the verge of being up and coming. I do think no, I'm gonna move Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan to up and coming, just because Teen Gohan is my favorite version of Gohan besides Beast. I know I'm like the most basic fucking Dragon Ball fan, but Future Gohan, I'm just like base form and putting him into forms. But Super Saiyan Future Gohan is going in, I think he's going in up and coming. Same thing with Teen Gohan. These two versions of Gohan are just like the most pro looking versions, like clean, like, I don't know. Trunks base form is going into forms. Super Saiyan Trunks, I might make a few people upset with this, but like, I think he's just like a character I'm gonna mess around with, like, not really like take it too seriously. I used to like Trunks a lot, but then as I as the years went by, bro, and I was like, this this is a fighting show and like they shooting ki blasts. Why he bringing a sword though? Like every single version of Trunks is just him with a sword, and it's like, why? Like, fight with your hands. But anyway, base Trunks obviously just going into forms. This one's going into forms as well. But Super Trunks, I'm gonna put him at the top. No, actually, Super Vegeta's still top of that. Super Trunks, like I said with Super Vegeta, they made the bulky forms look so good in this game. And like, I don't know what they did, but they made his hair look majestic as fuck. Like the hair mixed with like these two characters are just like absolute units. Like if I didn't know anything about the show and like my favorite character was like Kid Gohan and somebody online was using one of these two, I'd be like, ah, fuck, I am in trouble. Kid Trunks, he's going to not a chance. Same thing with Super Saiyan Kid Trunks. Like he's not even worthy of just being in the forms tier. Like he's in not a chance. Same thing with Goten. I used to like the idea of Goten. Like years and years ago, Goten was like a really cool idea. But like as time went on, I understood his purpose in the story and I just didn't fuck with it anymore. Base Gotenks is going into forms. Super Saiyan's going into forms. And then Super Saiyan 3 is just going to go into messing around. Like I'll play him every once in a while just for like shits and giggles, but that's about it. Piccolo, forms and then fuse with Kami. I like how they deliberately said it's fused with Kami, and that's worthy enough of being in the messing around tier. If y'all are like longtime Dragon Ball fans, Piccolo, aside from Orange Piccolo, has been like anytime he were to get like a power up, he wouldn't change appearance, but you could tell something changed about it. Like obviously the artists and the animators went out of their way to like make it seem a little different, but he was just always one of those characters where if he got a power up, you couldn't tell or you couldn't see it, but you could tell. And then not to mention like he has like one of the best fights ever with Android 17. It's just non-stop action, like no break. Like they break to talk for like a couple seconds and then they get right back into it. It was like probably like one of the final fights that involved like strategy, I would say, outside of like using the Dragon Balls and stuff. So I think that's worthy of being up there in the messing around here. Nail, not a chance. I mean, he's cool, but I'll probably look at his super attack one time and that'll be it. Krillin, not a chance. Yamcha, this game does make Yamcha look kind of cool and kind of fun, especially like, I don't know. I'll put him at the bottom of messing around just because, you know, Yamcha doesn't deserve all the hate. Tien, I'll put Tien at the bottom as well. I do wish they gave him his Buu Saga outfit. Now maybe it could be an unlock. Maybe whoever like showed off the outfits in the game, maybe they didn't have that unlocked yet or something like that. Chaozu, not a chance. Yajirobe, bottom of messing around. Obviously Yajirobe deserves his own tier, but I ain't doing all that shit. Master Roshi, I'll bottom of messing around. Like all these characters, I'm gonna fuck around with them just for the memes, and that's gonna be it. Max Power is just like a form. Mr. Satan, not a chance. Videl, not a chance. Bardock, I'll put him above Yamcha if I can. That'd be awesome. Hello. Raditz. I think Raditz is a very clean looking character. It's just unfortunate that he died so early on. And like, remember when like superhero like leak, like the superhero movie leaks were coming out where like people, there was like a leak where they made Raditz an android or something like that. Like they should definitely bring Raditz back. I'm gonna put him at the bottom of messing around tier though, just because I do like him aesthetically. Cyberman honestly deserves his own tier if I'm being honest. Like Cyberman's fucking goated. Nappa, not a chance. I think he's cool, but he's like a one and done. Vegeta Scouter, he's definitely like above Bardock on the messing around tier. Like right now, messing around, if you're like above, like I said, if you're above Teen Goku, you're on like the cusp of being an up and coming. So like all these characters are kind of like one and done situations for me. Let me know down below if I'm triggering any of you right now, because some of these characters I know are like very much so fan favorites, like Bardock, Yamcha, Piccolo. Like I know some of y'all out there are just like head over heels, like foaming at the mouth waiting to play these characters, and I'm just like, grade 8 Vegeta. I almost want to put him in forms, but like I don't know, dude. Like he's like the grade 8 character, you know, besides like maybe Harutogarn. So I'll put him right beside Vegeta. I think they're both different enough from one another to be in this category, and in my eyes, Grade 8 Vegeta is like the Grade 8. Besides Harutogarn and besides Golden Uzaru Baby, Frieza Soldier, not a chance. All these are not a chance. I did not like the Frieza Force like at all. Like Zarbon was kind of cool, but even him, no. Although I'm gonna save Raccoon because I have my own like weird thing with Raccoon. Birder, I'll put him at the bottom of messing around. So, and then Ginyu, he'll be in like not a chance. Like actually, I think it's got a root for Ginyu. Ginyu does deserve to get played a little bit, but like Raccoon, okay, when I see Raccoon, my nostalgia kicks in. and goes back to the Budokai 1 Recoome. And his like finisher in that game was like so like in your face that's anytime the word Recoome or his name is said, that's all I think about. And that alone made me like him a long time ago. So I'm gonna put him in the up and coming. I know this I know this list just like completely went in the fucking trash can for some of y'all, but like Recoome, I don't know, dude. Like he's a Chad. I mean, you can kind of see a reoccurring theme here. Like a lot of the like bigger, bulkier, like bodybuilder style characters, they're like up here. I will be fair with y'all. He is at the bottom of up and coming. Like it's likely he's never going to be my main. I will be honest, but I gotta give him his recognition. All right. Frieza first form is just a form to me. Second form is probably messing around tier just because he is different from first form a lot. Third form just felt like, dude, I'm gonna be honest, third form Frieza was just death beam spam and that was it. So he's going in the form here. Like he looks, I get the jokes on third form Frieza, but you gotta admit that it's actually kind of terrifying. And I think that was like the whole point of the form, was to just be scary. Fourth form Frieza is going in messing around just because it's different enough from the other ones. And then full power is kind of the same thing as final form. It's just he focuses more on like throwing his body with like, I forget what that move is called, where he does the Superman fly and like runs into you. He like, I don't know, final form Frieza just is like a form to me. It's like my mentality on this is the character different enough from their other forms to not just be in the forms tier? You know what I'm saying? Mecha Frieza, he's a not a chance, dude. Like he showed up and died. like I think King Cold deserves a chance more than Mecha Frieza, in my opinion. Like King Cold is cold. But like Mecha Frieza didn't do shit. I mean, King Cold didn't do shit either, but you know, prior to all of that, he was like a ruler of like universes, and he had the Cold Force, which is kind of hilarious. But anyway, Dr. Gero, not a chance. Android 19, not a chance. Android 18, messing around. Like these are some of the quicker ones. Android 17, messing around. Like these are cool characters, but I mean, and they both got drip. Android 18 and 17 got drip. Android 19 is ugly. He looks like a fucking marshmallow. And then Dr. Gero does look cool in this game, but I still don't like him enough to even like care about him. Android 16, same thing as the other two. Like this is like the trio. I like Android 17 more than the other two. Actually, I take that back. Android 16 is cooler of the three, but Super 17 is like the best Android opinion. Cell first form is just going in form. He is cool, and he had like that whole like menacing like dark atmosphere that when he first showed up, but to me he's just a form. Second form is the same thing. He's just a form to me. Like second form Cell is just somebody who got beat up by Super Vegeta. A perfect Cell should be warranted, you know, a spot of messing around tier, but why play perfect Cell when you can just play super perfect Cell? Cell Jr. not a chance. Popovich not a chance. Deborah, I used to like Deborah a lot, because like when he first came out in Tenkaichi, he had like he was like the only character I think in the game that had like the red and black aura. That shit was crazy. I used to put that like on my custom characters all the time. I would get that aura, just put it on them, just because I was like, I can't have Deborah being the only one with it. But he is like not a chance. He's cool, he is cool, but not enough for me to want to play him more than like twice. Babidi, not a chance. Fat Boo is just a form. Evil Boo is just a form. Super Boo, he's on the up and coming, and he's higher than Recoome for sure. If I want to order these, it's kind of like already in that order. Actually, Super Boo is above too. Super Boo is clean. He's definitely different from Fat Boo and Evil Boo. And like, I'm not trying to take away from any of these like just form characters, but like it's also like for me to kind of like divide having so many characters and messing around. And then yeah, so Fat Boo is different from Evil Boo, and Evil Boo is a lot more different, or a lot different than Super Boo. But I think Super Boo is just like a very much improved version of both of them. So, and then Boo Tanks, all the Buhan, or like the Boo absorption forms, are going above him, and Buhan is going to be the second addition to the 1000% main cast. Buhan is like one of my favorite villains aesthetically. Granted, when he did, like, I think he got some time to shine before Vegito showed up, but like a lot of people just remember Buhan, for like myself included, by the way, just remember him as getting absolutely dogged out by Vegito, and that's because he got dogged out more than he actually got to show off. But like power scaling, if we're talking about power scaling, like Buhan is like one of the strongest villains like ever, and they had, like I said, they had to nerf him down to Kid Buu Buu to be able to kill him. He was just too strong. That's not why I like him. I like him because like aesthetically he looks dope as hell. Like the white pants with the like the Goku gi, and then like his like pink ki blast and shit like that. I don't know. It's just like a mix of like weird ass colors that like I like a lot. So anyway, up next we got Kid Buu, and Kid Buu is gonna be like up and coming, but like not. I think that's a good spot because Buu is cool, but not as like in my opinion as like different. You know, Buu is like, and I think they kind of like they changed the way some of his abilities function in this game versus Tenkaichi 3. I'm also starting to notice there's a lot in the up and coming tier. This is not good. I'll probably just put Kid Buu. I'll leave Kid Buu there, but I'll move Super Buu and Buu Tanks down to messing around. Like, but I'll put them at like the top, just because like I do like these characters and they are on the verge of being up here with these. I'm actually gonna move Vegito down as well. I'm more of a Gogeta fan anyway, but I do. Every time I see Raccoon, I can't help but be like, yo, does Raccoon even deserve to be on this list? Like, does he deserve his slot? I don't know. For right now, Teen Gohan is up here, but like in the future when Beast Gohan comes out, like Beast Gohan's not even, he's gonna be up here. I think I'm gonna move Super Trunks down. As much shit as I talked about how much he, like how cool he is, I think Super Vegeta is just like a better version, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to like not have so many up here in the up and coming. There are a lot of characters that I do think are cool as hell, but my reasoning for having up and coming tier is like you're on the verge of being my main. There's not a lot of characters that I like that much, but anyway. Super Goku is just a form. Super Saiyan Go. Okay, am I capping? Am I capping right now? Because like I'm sure base Goku Super is a lot more different than base Goku early or mid or end. But like it's just base Goku at the end of the day, bro. It's just like a form, and then Super Saiyan Goku is like the same thing. Like think of the difference between base Goku Super and Super Saiyan God. You know, like Super Saiyan God is like insanely different compared to the other ones. And then Blue, like these two forms are, it's like it's like its own character. Like God Goku is like his own character. Blue Goku's the same way. Same thing with like UI Goku. Like UI Goku is like a completely different character compared to Super Saiyan Goku. And then you got MUI. Like yes, these are forms, but they're so different and so unique that these are just like copy pasted forms, like the same abilities from one. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Vegeta. Like he's getting the same treatment. Like I'm not trying to, and like if you were to ask me like, oh, do you like Goku or Vegeta more? Honestly, I like Vegeta more, but like for the sake of being non-biased, like I think they deserve the same treatment. And then Blue Vegito, he's like up here, and then I'm gonna move UI Goku to like right here. Yeah, I think it's pretty good for the placement right now. Base Gogeta, he's just a form. I know I'm like, it's like, well, you got Z Gogeta and 1000% main. It's just a form. Hear me out. Super Gogeta from Super is still just a form to me. Okay. Blue Gogeta, however, is not just a form. He's like completely different from Super Saiyan Gogeta. So that being said, I guarantee there's only one other character that I'm putting up here in this list, unless I see one that surprises me. And he's not coming up for a while. So anyway, base Trunks, just a form. Super Saiyan Future Trunks, just a form to me. Super 17, I'll put him in messing around. He's cool, but same thing with Beerus. And I know it's like, well, this is Beerus' first game. Why aren't you like more excited to play him? He's just not a character that I like. Same thing with Whis. Like they're cool, but I'm probably not going to play them more than 3 times. Frieza Super is a form. Golden Frieza, you know, deserves a spot in the messing around because he's a different character. Frost, not a chance. I can't stand. Like he's a shittier Frieza. God, the fucking base Cabba versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has got me like tweaking right now because I hate that base Cabba like has a chance or will win. Like it's actually frustrating. I don't like, how did this even get brought up? I'm still not gonna play this motherfucker though. Like Cabba is, no, he doesn't even deserve form category, bro. In my eyes, he's just not a chance. I'm going out of my way to never play this character. He's like a one and done. I think Hit is cool. I don't really like his design. Also, does this picture look weird to you? His head looks extra long. Anyway, I think the idea of Hit is cool, but I never really liked his design. Like, I get, like, the whole trench coat thing. I'm not stupid, but it's just not it's just not my cup of tea. Base Goku Black is just a form. Now, Rose, on the other hand, Rose is a solid character. He was, like, one of the first, like, supers that they showed off where, like, he, like, stabbed the blade into his hand, bro. Oh, so good. Zamasu. See, I can't put Zamasu in forms because he doesn't have any forms. I'll put base Zamasu and not a chance, but that's only because I'm doing fuse Zamasu. Fuse Zamasu is going and messing around. Actually, he's going like up here and messing around. Yeah. But corrupted Zamasu is one of my. Where the fuck did he go? There he is. Half corrupted Zamasu is like on the verge of being like the replacement to Gohan. Like ever since half corrupted Zamasu got like added to like any kind of game like Dokkan or Xenoverse, I was like, and all the mods did not do him justice. Like all the mods for Tenkaichi 3 did not do half corrupted Zamasu any kind of justice, and he looks good in this game. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm more of a fan of the villains. Like I like more standalone villains than I do standalone characters. Like I said earlier, Gogeta's like my favorite character, but he's like a fusion. If I had to pick my favorite character that had to be like a single like solo style character, it would be I'd have to pick a villain because I like more of them than the heroes. Bergamo's a not a chance. I never liked these like the tournament power. This part of the tournament power was just like weird to me. If you like them, that's good for you. But I don't. Base Khalifa is just a form. Super Saiyan Khalifa, like these are just form characters to me. I think they're dope, but they're not worthy of getting more than like one play out of me. And they're just forms. Now, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla is going in messing around above. Like, we got a pretty sizable list that could make it into up and come. Got all these characters. This top row right here. Analaza, I thought he was cool, but that's about it. Dispo and Topo. Base Topo is just form. I'll put Topo down here in forms. Like, God Topo is on the up and up. Yo, God Topo, he is a unit, dude. Like, he looks like how I would have drawn Dr. Eggman for Sonic as like a 12-year-old. He looks ridiculous. And like, I mean that in the most positive way possible, dude. God Topo is insane. Jiren, not really the biggest Jiren fan, so I'll put him at like the bottom of messing around. Full power Jiren, same thing. Full power Jiren is definitely worthy of a messing around spot. It's not just a full. Super Broly going down here. Super Saiyan Broly going down here. Full power Broly though, I'll mess around with him. Full power Super Broly's nice. GT Goku base, all these are just forms. However, Super Saiyan 4s are going at the top of messing around. As you may know, Super Saiyan 4 is probably my favorite transformation. It makes the most sense. I think if anything were to come from Daima, I hope that Super Saiyan 4 somehow comes back. Like, I think it makes the most sense for it to be the strongest like form of a Saiyan, because it dives into like their instincts, like their fighting instincts and shit like that. And I don't know, it just makes sense. Fucking come at me. Same thing with Vegeta. Super Saiyan 4 is just good. And like they would be on up and coming, but the thing is, the reason why they're not is because Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is going the top of 1000%, man. I know so many people are going to be doing this. I don't give a fuck, okay? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has been my favorite character since I was like 9 years old. Like, when I was playing GT Final Bout on the fucking PS1, and the only character I could play as was Super Saiyan 4 Goku with his sausage tail, I was still hoping that maybe one day they'll add Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta to a video game, okay? Come at me. Pan, not a chance. Almost put her in the forms category. Oob, in my last video, I'm gonna be honest, I did slander Oob a some. I know Oob is cool, and I was a little harsh. Base Oob is just a form. Majub though is like he's worthy of his own messing around here. Yeah, I would say so. Baby Vegeta, he's a form. Baby 1 is a form. Baby 2 right there is right there. I'm a huge GT fan if you couldn't tell. But yeah, Baby 2 is up there, and then Grade 8 Baby. It's the golden Uzaru, bro. How can you have him lower than this? I don't know. It's crazy to me. Sin Shenron, he's going like right here. Going below him. But then Omega Shenron, off this game alone, Omega Shenron looks OE. Like, if anybody has a chance to become like my mainstays, it would be these top 3. I don't know. They're clean as fuck. And then there's Raccoon. God, why do I keep looking at Raccoon? Garlic Jr., not a chance. Where's not a chance? There it is. Garlic is cool, but I'm gonna go out of my way to not play him. Same thing with Dr. Wheelo. Turles, I think he's cool, and I'll probably mess around with him. I had to think about it, because Turles, I'm like, is he just like another Goku? But no, he's got some unique stuff. Lord Slug, I like Base Slug more, so he'll go to the bottom, but Giant Slug is just a form to me. Like, what the fuck? I get it, like the whole Namekians can like grow big and stuff like that, but Base Cooler is just a form, but Final Form is going right there. Cooler looks absolutely goated in this game. Like, they changed his, if you saw my last video where I watched gameplay of him, they changed his ultimate attack to where now instead of just a supernova, if you hit it, you hit it, if you don't, you don't. It's like a full-on cinematic that plays when you land the initial beam. Like he shoots a beam out, so not only do they get hit with a supernova, but at first they get hit with a beam, and then he's like, ha ha ha, and then throws the bitch. Metal Cooler is just a form to me. Android 13, does Android 13 go in the forms, or does the fusion form go in the? I think base 13 goes in forms, and then this guy just goes to the bottom of messing around. Base Broly, Super Saiyan Broly, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I like Z Broly way more than Super Broly. Where did I put Super Broly at? Let me see. I can't find him. Oh, he's at the bottom. So I'm gonna put him right above Super Broly. I think Z Broly is way cooler. Don't ask me why. So agree. Like Bojack, they're both just forms to me. I don't even want to play this character. Same thing with Janemba. Like, like I have like zero optimism or zero plan to play these characters, but I think they're worthy. They're just forms. They're better than Not a Chance. Actually, speaking of which, I should probably move. There we go. Forms sounded negative because it was lower than Not a Chance. Tapion, Not a Chance. Rudigar, Not a Chance. And Daima Goku is going. I put him in messing around. So let me make this smaller. All right. So here's my final tier list. If you're somebody that just skips to the end and just wants to see, you know, the final product, you got basic bitch number 1, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Gone over it 1,000 times.
How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm. So I sleep.
It's the
Yo, what the fuck was that? The ad just randomly started playing? Okay. Anyway, I'm probably gonna have to explain it like 1,000 more times on why he's up here. Then you got the Z Gogeta, then you got the Blue Gogeta, and then you got the Buhan. Now, for the sake of keeping the main tier list, you know, very condensed, I had to have the up and coming tier, and these are just characters that they're right there at the edge of being on the main tier. It's gonna take me, like, let's say I play the game and I don't like Blue Gogeta. Boom, he gets kicked, somebody else moves. And like that's what the up and coming tier is for. Half Corrupted Zamasu is like peak villain design. Omega Shenron, I love GT villains. My favorite GT villain, but I mean, Baby could, like, you could probably interchange them, but I think I like Omega more. God Topo is just Chad Eggman, and then Kid Buu is here because I mean it's fucking Kid Buu, bro. Like he is the definition of Black Air Force. And then down here, these are just characters. These are the characters that I've kind of always liked a lot, but not enough if these guys were in the game as well. And then Rikum, the more I look at it, the more I don't want him up here. But like, I feel like Rikum doesn't get a lot of love. Like, I feel like most people would just put Burter. Like, if they were ranking the Ginyu Force, they always put Burter at the top. Why don't they ever put Rikum at the top, man? Justice for Rikum. And then the messing around tier, if you're above Teen Goku, which is right here, I don't know what number this is on the list, but if you're above Teen Goku, you're another character that I really fuck with heavy. But if I like these characters more in the game, then you're probably not going to get played as often. And then if you're below Teen Goku, you're probably just going to get played once, and that's probably going to be it to me. And then the forms category is just, these are forms for characters that I think that these are characters that aren't worthy of being in Not a Chance because they are solid characters. But at the end of the day, they're just a form. Like, they're not that much different from like the next transformation or even the base level of the character. That's what the forms is like first form coolers in the forms category. But final form cooler's up here because it's final form cooler. Like it's like a more improved version of the character. And then if you're in Not a Chance, I'm going out of my way to not play you at all. Like I could, if there's like a tracker in the game to show how many times you played a character, I'm going to try my best to make sure you have 0 plays in my account. These characters interest me like negative 1,000%. So anyway, that's the tier list. Like I said, this is an updated video. I did do another one that I thought was not really like that genuine. I didn't really like the tiers I had set up, so I'm probably gonna end up privating that video. I know I said at the beginning I'll leave it up, but I'm probably just gonna end up privating it just for the sake of like not having so many videos on the same topic. I don't really like doing that, but in this case, I thought I had to like make a statement. You know, I had to re-upload the same topic. We have 2 weeks before the game comes out. What the fuck can we do? Anyway, if y'all like the video, make sure y'all leave a like, share this with somebody that might find this entertaining, or share this with somebody that, you know, you might want to have like a little roast session because I put all 3 forms of Gogeta at the top. Okay, fuck off. So anyway, if you're new, sub, all that good stuff, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.